Okay, so I'm here filming shoulder day. It's another day. I'm 7.5 weeks out. I've been doing vlogs, but I thought it was about time I did another training video. And my plan is now, as we're getting closer to the show, every 2 weeks training, and in between that a vlog. So just gonna keep my YouTube going. So like, subscribe, press the button. Maybe it'll go here, and just helps me, get my views around, inspire people, and just show my journey. Hopefully I turn pro this year. You never know, it might happen. But that is the goal. So we're gonna do some training, some shoulders today. Both my training partners haven't turned up. I think it's too early for them, but this is the time I could only do the shoot. So one might turn up, who knows, but I don't really care because I'm on what I'm on. I don't need anyone with me. I'm always pushing them not pushing me, so it's all good. So we're gonna jump straight in with shoulders. I'm gonna warm up some shoulders as I normally do. I'm gonna give you a few tips, show you a few of the training methods that I do today. As I'm getting into prep, I kind of have a second wind anyway. I kind of start to do a little bit more volume into it. Still heavyweight, but I just have this second wind now, and everything's just going up a level. So I'm gonna show you what my shoulder workout is like. Let's do it and get these old man joints going, huh? Oh, you've got to warm these shoulders up, man. If you don't, you're gonna have problems. Oh. Yes. Okay, so the first exercise I'm gonna do is side delt. But this movement here is one not too many people have done, but it's a good one. So it's hitting all the fibers within the muscle. So the purpose of it is I'm gonna do 10 normal ranges, like all the way up, and then I'm gonna do 10 fast, hitting those, slow twitch fibers, like really explosive. And then I'm gonna do halfway through, hold and pause. And what that's doing is just hitting all of the fibers within the muscle, maximizing what we're getting out of one exercise. As I'm in prep, I use a lot more machine towards the back end because I don't want to risk any injury and I don't want anything bad happening. So I'm gonna do this movement now. Try it, you're gonna love it. You're gonna get a serious pump and you might even name it after me, who knows? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 10 fast. 1, 2, 3. And then 10 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so like I said, it's hitting all the fibers. That was kind of like the first set, a little bit of a warm up, really easy. I mean, that just felt easy for me, but I'll do the second round now. I'll probably only do 3 sets of this, but when you think about it, that's 90 reps in one exercise. So it's enough, but try this one at home. You're really gonna feel it. You're really gonna get the pump, and it'll just give you that volume. And you want cap delts, you want big ass delts, massive. It gives you the frame, even in a t-shirt, it make you look better. So try this one. Woo, that was better. You can feel that, man. That's what I like. As long as you can get that blood in there, that's all that matters. Obviously heavy weight to stimulate the muscle, but a bit of volume too. I think for me, volume with weight works much better for me. And I tend to think that when people have smaller joints, you got to look at somebody's frame. What are they designed for? If they're a smaller boned person like me, that heavy duty style, like lower rep ranges, 6 to 8 and stuff, go into failure. I don't feel that works for people like me and people like that. And are you ever going to true failure? That Dorian Yates style, okay? Not everyone can do that. There are some big bodybuilders that enjoy that style of training. Now, if that works for you, great. In your body, you can handle it, your joints, your ligaments. But for someone like me who's a bit more smaller boned, smaller frame, then a bit of volume's gonna work a lot better, because you're gonna go to true failure because you literally can't do any more reps. You're gonna stimulate, you know, more blood flow going into the muscle anyway. It's gonna give you a more rounder look anyway. So for me, for most people, doing a higher rep ranges, but still decent weight, don't get it twisted, it's still a lot of weight, but a more volume approach to your training, you are going to get more out of it, yeah? And I've seen it with so many people over the years. I've been in this game for a lot of years. I've seen physiques come and go, and I've seen style of training for different types of physiques. And even recently I had a client say to me, a new client, oh, I want to do that style of training. You've put me on this style of training, like the 8 to 15 rep ranges. I'm like, yeah, because that suits you better in your body type. That's probably why you haven't grown with X coaches that you've had, because you've done that style of training. It doesn't work for you. Let's go this way. So guarantee it will work. New growth, new muscle, and enjoy your training. My training partner's turned up. He's a little bit late, but we got him on it. We got him on it. So he's gonna do that now. He's probably gonna hate me because he's just jumping straight in. But yes, let's go fast. See, this will hit that those fast twitch fibers. Blast it and then hold. Up midway, hold, and then down. All the way relax. So you can't go no more. Yeah, there. Up, and then drop, all the way. Hold, down. Good. Hold, and down. Good. Hold, and down. Good. Nice. Good. Let's go. Beautiful. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm done.
Good. See, so like I said, it's going to maximize this movement, and we've done 3 sets, but trust me, it feels like I've done like 2 different exercises. So it's like an intensifier. It's not really a cluster set or a drop set. It's like what would you call this? A tri-set? I don't know what you call it, but you're going to maximize what you're going to do out of it, and it feels good. Already got a bit of a pump going on. 2, nice. 3, 4, good. Come on. 5, good. Come on. 6, 7, let's go. 8, let's go. 9, easy. Come on. 10, beautiful. Now 10 fast. 1, fast. 2, flap it. 3, 4, 5, 7, let's go. 8, 9, 10, good. Now pause and halves. Let's go. 1, pause. 2, pause. 3, pause. Let's go. Come on. 4, pause. Let's go. 5, pause. Let's go. 6, nice. 7, easy. Come on. 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. Good. So you literally couldn't do another rep here. So that's when I say about volume, yeah, instead of just heavy, heavy, heavy. Now that went to failure. He couldn't do no more. So you know you've gone to failure. Not kind of, I would say, guessing that you have with that heavy style duty, whatever you want to call it, training. Not many people can go to true failure. They have to have something inside them, and generally no one has that. So this style, at least you're going to get that failure. You literally can't do a rep more, even if you have to do partials at the end. It's just going to maximize what you're doing. So now we do front raises. I always like to do different parts of the shoulder as I go around. So we start with side, then I do front, then I do rear, and then we do it all over again. So I like to do 2 things per head on my shoulder days. So what we're gonna do now is front raises. And some weeks I will do hammer style, some weeks I'll do straight, some weeks I'll do straight bar, but today I'm gonna hit dumbbells. Now the reason for dumbbells is because I find it hits the front and the side a little bit, okay? When you're doing completely hammer, you can see how it's just working the front delt here. Whereas I wanna kind of give it that roundness. So as I'm getting on stage, and I'm doing certain poses, it will just give that more capped, more rounded look. So there's always a thought and a reason why I do things. I don't just do things because I've seen somebody else doing it. I train for specific parts of that muscle to be engaged and to enhance that look, that 3D look. So there's always method behind the madness. I don't just do things for the sake of doing it. So I'm gonna start with something light. And and just build up. Always pyramid up, start with something light, pyramid up, and just see how we go. And if I need to do an intensifier, I do. So I just go with how I'm feeling, how much energy I have, and the pump I've got. So there's never just a one set thing every week. I kind of instinctively go with the flow sort of thing. But you can only do that when you know your body and you're very in tune with your body, and you can, you know what you're doing. You have good mind to muscle connection, and it takes years to achieve that. So I'm going to do this now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Yes. Straight up. Good. Let's go. Nice. Good. Good. Now we can do rear delts, and this is my favorite exercise for rear delts. You've probably seen me do this before, but it works, so I'm gonna still do it. So start low, like this, and then the second one is high. So the point of doing this is to hit different parts of the rear delt. It may only be a small muscle, but you can hit both angles, the lower part and the upper part. The upper part does a bit of trap too, but you know, we're doing shoulders today, so it doesn't really matter if that engages a little bit. So I'm gonna show you now. And this one, if you try this one at home or at your gym, you're really gonna see development over time, and you know, you're maximizing getting the most out of this exercise. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. And then the upper part. And as you saw there, hitting all parts of that rear delt. Hopefully it looked good for camera. I'm getting leaner, so you start to see the little details coming out. But yeah, one of my favorite rear delt exercises. I think I'll always use it. Let's go, your turn. So we're hitting like the lower part, good. Good, and that trick is to literally keep the elbows down on the first one. Like keep the elbows bent, you know? Because the straighter your arm, the more scapula is going to be involved. You got to keep these arms bent. Right, so you got to put weight on, and I'm always pyramiding up. You know, hitting all the rep ranges. And this is what you got to do, you know, as you pyramid up, you're doing less reps. The lower ones, you're doing higher reps, so you're hitting all of the fibers within the muscle, leaving nothing to chance, guaranteeing and making sure that you're growing muscle, okay? We come here to do a job, we've got to get that job done, okay? So don't leave anything to chance, maximize everything, hit every fiber, leave, recover, eat. That's the job in hand, that's all we have to do, okay? But have some fun with it too, otherwise it gets boring. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing the movements I'm doing today is I'm hitting this movement here. Some people will do it wide, I'm doing it internally, rotating my arms in closer. That's because I'm trying to hit the front delt only here. So that separation between the chest and the shoulder. And if you can emphasize that part of the muscle, it's gonna give you a more developed look, okay? So if you're really about physique development, then you need to think of all the details, okay? Can't just go in and do simple movements. Once you've built the foundation, then you need to start sculpting that physique, okay? So the reason why I'm doing this movement and not a normal press is because of that. I'm trying to hit that front delt and front delt only. So like I say, I do 2 things on every head. We've done 2 front delts now. Well, this is the second one. we've done one side, and then I'm going to do a rear, but I'm going to do one more side, which is probably going to be more of a contraction, maximizing the blood flow into the muscle, and then another rear delt, which is probably going to be face pulls, something like that. So we're hitting every angle on all of those heads, not neglecting any of them, and then we'll go into the trap movements. So shoulders is a very long day, very big day, if it's done right, okay? And I prefer to hit every angle of that shoulder. You know, every day has its reasons, and I prefer just to do one muscle group at a time, maybe with a secondary sometimes, but majority one muscle group at a time to maximize what you're getting out of it. Maybe a top up towards the end of the week, but there's one day solely for that muscle group. Last set, come on, make it count, make it count, baby. Whoa, 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 nice, nice, set. Oh shit. Not easy, man, not easy. Nah, it's all right. So now we're gonna do face pulls. For me, if you got handles like this, it allows you to come a little bit further back. So you can get more range on it, more squeeze, and more flexibility, so you can hit the designated muscle better. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, doing this exercise, it's about, when you're doing the smaller muscle groups, it's about hitting between 12 and 20 reps, yeah? I find that that is perfect. Once you, for the bigger muscle groups like chest, back and stuff like that, I agree, the 10 to 15 is fine. But as you're doing the smaller muscle groups, think about it, they're only small. The best thing to do is volumize, get as much blood in there as possible. Go heavy, but hit those rep ranges. And as we're doing here, if you just pull your elbows up, like I said, this movement here, you can come that little bit further back. Whereas if you was to have normally like the rope handle, you're literally gonna be restricted to there. But with the wider, longer attachments, you can bring your shoulders all the way back. And in that sense, you're gonna get more out of it. And we're trying to maximize every movement, try and get the most out of every movement and not restricting ourselves. And even I use straps with this. I know it's not, you know, it's not very needed, but once you put that strap on, you're stopping engaging the grips, yeah? So it's allowing more power to go and more concentration to go where you're trying to hit. So whenever I do any shoulders or back movements, I will use grips, even just for dumbbells, any sort of movement that just takes away some of that grip, allowing me to concentrate on the designated muscle I'm trying to exercise, trying to use, instead of worrying about gripping and holding on to something. And it just takes away that thought pattern, and the mind to muscle goes where you need it, you know? Feels good. I've probably got one more set of me. And that's how I know I've got one more set of me, because I've got 12. Now I want to hit anything from 8 to 15, 8 to 20, depending. But I feel I've got one more in me, so I'll do one more. That movement's all about getting as much blood in that muscle as possible. We've done the heavier stuff. Now it's just about maximizing the uptake of nutrients, getting the blood flow in there, getting that pump, and knowing that we've done everything we can to get some stimulus into that side delt. So straight on there, bro. So this is a really good movement. If you've got one of these in the gym, use it. I prefer a bit lighter on this. I prefer heavier with the dumbbells. This one's more fixed, so you can really concentrate on the contraction at the top. Whatever suits you, but I really feel a good pump on this. 2, 3, 4, 5, That's good. So 2 sets on that. I only got 10 reps out of that one. So literally that will indicate to you that's the last set. Sometimes it'll be 3, sometimes it'll be 2. You just got to know when to stop. More is not better when it comes to reps and sets. It's just about, have you got the right feeling? Have you got the right pump? Do you feel you got enough out of that movement? So I only got 10 reps out of that. Is there any point of going heavier? No, because I want to keep the reps high. So 10 will be the minimum on this movement. I feel good. We're going to move on to chest, because my main dominant movements today are shoulders. We've basically done all the heads now. I'm just going to top it up with a little bit of chest, high rep chest. On my chest day, I do a little high rep front and side delt. So you could call them a push day, but it's only one little bit at the end. It's just a bit of blood while I've activated some of that muscle, top it up. So effectively, I am doing every muscle every like twice a week. I've got an 8-day split, but it's only one dominant day and a little top up at the end. So we're gonna do a little chest now, little pump, probably just a cluster set or something like that. And then we're gonna go on to traps. And we're probably gonna do 2 different trap movements and then we're done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh man, fuck. As you can see there, I kept on the negative, held on that negative, held on that stretch. That's going to intensify this movement massively. Not only I'm doing 30 reps per set, but I'm actually just holding that stretch, allowing the fascia to be stretched as much as possible to allow more blood flow. And this is a higher rep range movement anyway, so we're getting as much blood in that muscle in the shortest amount of time that we have. So no more sets, that's done. Last one. So that movement's doing, so we're doing the upper traps to get that height, and then we're doing this part to really get that thickness at the back, because you know there's different parts of the trap. You want to hit the top, and there's the back bit. I can't point on my back, so I can't even put my hands behind my back, but you know what I'm saying, the back top part of your trap as it comes down. This movement here is really gonna emphasize the thickness and the shape and the detail. So if you're a bodybuilder like me and you want to win on stage, the back poses are very important. And if you've got the detail, the lines, the separation, you've been thinking about the details, you know, you're gonna have an amazing back. Shoulders, done. Happy with that. Hit every head, annihilated every part of the shoulder, even done a bit of chest to finish it off. So 7.5 weeks out, every day counts. Every cardio session counts. I'm doing 40 minutes in the morning, now 40 minutes in the evening. It was 30 minutes last week, but this week I'm gonna up it a little bit because I need to be in shape, man. I can't, you know, I need to do really well this year. I'm not in it just to trial and error. I'm in it to win it. I need to win. So as long as I am my best, and if you are training and you are your best you've ever been, you've accomplished something, haven't you? It's you versus you every time. It's not a fight, it's not a boxing fight. You can't knock somebody else out. You're on stage, the work is done now. And as long as you're better than you was ever before, or last year, or whatever the case may be, you are winning, you're still winning. But you just keep knocking at that door, and eventually you'll get the places that you want. But the work starts throughout the year, it doesn't just on the day. You know, the day is just to show off your hard work. But so yeah, 7.5 weeks out. Like, subscribe, do everything you can. I'm gonna do some pictures now and do some posing, and I'm done. So till I see you again, don't know what I'll be training next time, but stay tuned and I'll see you soon. All right.